All right, guys, welcome back. Well, it's time for the Crosstrek's first routine maintenance, which is the oil change. At 82,500 miles, this requires an oil change. It is at 8,300 something, but disregard that. I'm going to change the oil now because I finally got the opportunity to get it up on the good old Rhino ramps and all ready to go. I was just driving it, so it should still be warm. But let me go gather everything, funnel, drain pan, all that, and the proper size socket for the drain plug. Now, I was going to get a new drain plug and like with the washer and everything, but Advance actually didn't have it like anywhere near here. So, and I need to do this like while I have the opportunity to before it rains randomly again, which it kind of sounds like it's going to. But anyway, let's go get everything and get this show on the road. All right, guys, got everything all set up here. It is indeed a 17mm socket that goes onto the drain plug there. And the type of oil that I'm putting in this beast is the boosted 020 from AMSOIL. Got all 5 quarts. I think I have a little bit of extra 020 of just whatever I have laying around, just in case this doesn't quite fill it up, because I think it's 5.1 quarts technically. Then also got the Pure Later Boss filter to go with it. PBL 14615 is the part number for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Up on top here, we actually have the oil filter. The first time I've actually had an oil filter on top. They've all been underneath. That's where you fill up the oil at. There's a dipstick. There's the filler cap. But underneath here, got my paper towel already. The oil drain plug is right in there. And that is supposed to be torqued to 31 foot-pounds, according to AMSOIL's website. So, future reference in the next bit of the video where I put it back on, that's what the torque spec's supposed to be. Anyway, let's drain this old oil out and get the new stuff in. There we go. More leverage does a lot. Does a lot. Anyway, let's see if my hands have gotten any quicker. Probably not. I'm probably still gonna get soaked in oil, but we're gonna give her a shot anyway. Let me get all set up here to be fast. Still warm. Wow. I was not fast enough. Hey, here comes the oil. Gosh darn it. I gotta learn. I gotta be taught. I gotta be learnt how to do that quicker. And I gotta go clean up, so I'll be back. Let me see how I'm gonna turn the GoPro off. All right, now that the oil is pretty much drained out, let's give the oil filter a whirl with my hand. Obviously, it's going to be slippery because it's a little oily or whatever that is, so I'll try it with the paper towel first. There we go. Not too shabby. She's coming loose. Now, I don't know how this works. I don't know if oil still comes out of it or if it's, you know, like... It's probably why they have this little dish inside of it, probably for the oil to drip into, I would assume. I guess we'll find out if I'm right on that or not. Probably take it off with my hands now. Pure Later Tech was what was on it before. Woo! So no, not really any oil inside of it. Actually, doesn't look too bad in there. Looks fairly clean. It's pretty warm though. But there's the oil filter housing. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that out because it's kind of disgusting in there. Let's just take this paper towel and run it around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. Eck. Makes no sense to me anyway. Listen for the click. Right there. 31 foot-pounds. And she is on there. Alright, so now that we're back on top, I also, another pet peeve, don't write on the engine or anywhere in here. Just leave it be. Don't write on it. I don't need to know what whoever put in it at Subaru or Walmart or wherever the last person had it changed at. I'm going to put in what's supposed to be in it as according to the manual. Now this is also an option. 520 and 530 are an option for this if you cannot get 020, but I can get 020, so why? Anyway, let's go ahead and throw the new oil filter on, which you obviously need to dabble in a little bit of oil around the gasket, not actually fill it up with oil, which I just, you know, found out I was supposed to be doing on the last oil change on the Evo. But now I don't have to do it because I have to flip it upside down. Obviously, it'll just dump all out. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and torque it down via hands, because it's supposed to be hand tightened, because that's how filters are supposed to be. Now, me being the worrisome person that I am, and also because the 944's oil filter decided to back off and release oil into my engine and out of my car, I'm going to tighten it as hard as I possibly can with my hand, because that's what I do. So, now the one thing I like about some companies such as Amsoil and even Fram does it, they have like a grippy surface that allows you to grip it, so when your hands are oily, it doesn't slide, which mine are doing right now. So I'm gonna give that a little bit, give my hands some time to get the oils off of them so I can properly tighten that down. All right guys, the Purelator Boss is on there as tight as can be. Now it's time to fill her up with oil, all 5 quarts. Let's go. Now obviously I'm going to be checking it as we go just to make sure I'm not overfilling it, because that's also a bad thing as underfilling it. So let's go ahead and fill her up. How's my aim? Not that great. There we go. Also a little bit shaky. I didn't get much sleep and I haven't eaten much today, so breathe. Very shaky. Oh, that's beautiful. Perfect fit. Alright, so guys, I've added about half of the 5th quart. I'm going to go ahead and insert the dipstick, after it's cleaned, of course, and see where we're at, and what we're doing, and how we're looking. Maybe give it a little bit more chance to settle. Ah, we're about a half a quart low. Well, this makes it perfect. Gonna be a perfect 5 quarts, it looks like. Also, obviously, check it after I let it run for a little bit. Idle once it's all topped off and on level ground. But let's go ahead and keep adding that rest of the oil. And the final step, and as you can see, 0.20, not 530. Anyway, let's go ahead and put this back on here, absolutely perfectly, because that's how I like things. Is perfect. That's cross-threading. Hold on, stand by. Let me get it on here right. Doesn't want to go on properly. It's being difficult with me. There we go. Got her threading down on now. And tight. All right. That's it for the Crosstrek oil change. Now let's give her a good old first start and back her down off the ramp. Now I'm also going to shut the engine. Well, now I'll leave it open to make sure that filter doesn't leak. I need my keys though. Good old Crosstrek keys. Amsoil Boosted XL 020 in it. Go ahead and make sure there's no leaks or anything like that before I back it down off. Well, everything seems to be good. Let's go ahead and back her down. All right, well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something, too. If you have a Crosstrek of your own, now you know how to change your oil. You guys all have an amazing day. See you next video.